you have $3, $3, and you take away 2, how many dollars do you have?
26.
No!
Look, Catherine, a shooting star. Did you wish?
Oh, I didn't have time.
And there is something you wish for.
Yes.
What did you wish?
I was wishing that we were 2 other people. 2 people who need not say goodbye.
Gentlemen, let's be civil about this. Let's make a deal. You surrender, and you don't die. How does that sound?
And how do you intend to kill us?
Oh, no, I can't kill you. But my buddy can. Say hi, buddy.
Привет, Ваня. Офицер.
Я здесь, папочка.
Привет, Ваня. Офицер!
I can't believe this guy. I throw everything I've got at him, and it doesn't even... What are those?
I don't know. I thought they looked kind of dashing.
I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo. Well, the entire scheme I've been setting up for 18 years.
She's a 10, but she dyes her hair pink.
She's a 10, but she looks like a man.
She's a 10, but her parents are divorced.
She's a 10, but she has an Adam's apple.
She's a 10, but she listens to BTS.
She's a 10, but she needs to get her roots done.
She's a 10, but she needs to get her nose done.
She's a 10, but she can't even fix her daddy issues.
She's a 10, but she got cheated on, but went back to the guy even though we all told her not to.
She's a 10, but she has man shoulders.
She's a 10, but she can't even do her makeup.
She's a 10, but she needs makeup.
Hello everybody, so I thought I was coming out here asking for a tutorial on a round paper dragon puppet, and I think when you say that you mean something like this shape right here, and if that's what you want, I'll show you how to do it. So first get a sheet of paper and fold it in half. I'll draw the mouse shape that you want. Nice curve one like this. If you want to make sure it's even, you can fold it in half and try to look at it through a bright light to see the lines align. Then draw a nice little border around it, maybe about 1/2 inch. Where there's straight lines, you can draw a nice line going out. And where there's curved lines, you can just draw some triangles. Little zigzags like this. Now you're gonna cut around the bigger line. And you're gonna cut out these little parts in the middle here. And you should have your shape like this. Now you can open it up and you have your mouth plate. Don't forget to cut right here as well. So that way you can fold it like this. Now fold along all the creases. And your paper should look like this by the time it's done. As a side note, I like to put some tape right here. That way we can keep it from tearing too much. Now get another paper and fold it in half this way. Cut it in half here. And try your best to fold this into thirds like this. And of course, you glue this down. Now you can start gluing this on the top right here and then curve it around and glue it to these little teeth that are on here. You can see how I'm gluing it on one little tooth at a time. That way I can get it all the way around. And if going around was a little bit too long for this piece, you can get a little extra from another one and just glue it on top. There you go, problem solved. Now do the same for the top. And you made an extra one of these, might as well use it to make a hand strap. And there you go, you have yourself a nice base for your round paper dragon puppet. And you can use this exact same technique to make any shape you want. So let your imagination run wild. Hello there, it's nice to see you. My name is, hey, what's my name? I haven't given you a name yet. Oh, I don't have a name, but you know, it's nice to be here. So whatever shapes you end up making, remember to stay creative and have fun. Bye, everybody.
Free paper dragon ideas. Plus accessories today. Enjoy.
Hello everybody. So recently I followed a tutorial and made this here on my channel, which is, as you can see, a puppet that opens up in the middle like that. It's very cool. But there are a couple of things that I think I could fix about it, make it a little bit better. One thing is it's kind of hard to open up and down like this because the movement with your hand like this is hard to do because your pinky wants to move too. The second thing is that this does not line up straight. As you can see, it has a curve to it, and I think I can fix that. And those are the two main things I want to fix. I'm also thinking of making this one long piece of paper. That way it can be more sturdy. So instead of controlling it like this, I want to control it more like a traditional puppet with your thumb on the bottom like that. So I'll start by tracing out my hand on paper. So now I can use a ruler to design what I'm going to make so that way it fits my hand just right. I start in the middle. I'm going to trace it that way and the other way. There you go, I kind of have a rough draft of the shape I want to use. Now I can cut these out and then use those as a template, adding a little bit of an edge on each one, that way I can cut it out. So with each pattern traced out 4 times each, I even labeled them all, I can now cut these out. So with all the pieces cut out, I'm gonna get a piece of paper and I'm going to cut it in half. Then I'm gonna glue them together just like this. And I'm gonna do that a few more times. And after it's glued together, I'm gonna fold it in half and then fold it in half again until I have a really long piece like this. It's gonna be the whole entire head. That way it can be one long continuous piece. And see, that helps. So now I can get the paper and I can glue it down the side here and then go back up. As you can see, when I have it done, I can just fold it and I can start gluing on the next piece. And with all it together, I can start putting the pieces on the bottom just like this. And after cutting off the extra, I'm left with it like this. So that should really help it go up and down easier. As you can see, it stays together easier that way too. So I'm gonna do the same thing again for the bottom. There you go, I have 2 of them. So let's put some paper in between these to hold them in together and see how it looks after that. There you go, I have it all together. Now let's put some rings instead so I can hold my fingers down better. I only put in 2 rings in there, one big one for my 2 fingers on the top and one for my thumb on the bottom. And let's see if it works. 3, 2, 1, and hey, look at that. It works, it stays together easily. I can move it around. And then when I want to, let's see, opens up real nice and big. You can do one side at a time, and it works pretty well. So, let me know what you think. You think I made an improvement to this, or you think I should just go back to this? You know, I think I have an idea what I actually want to do with this design, but it's going to involve some foam and some fleece. So I'll do that later. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Bye. Hello. Would you like to make your own puppet with just the stuff lying around your house? Well, I got the puppet for you.
So here's what you'll need. First, a glue stick. And then you'll need some scissors. And of course, a pencil. But most importantly, you'll need 4 sheets of paper. Well, at least to make the base. Can you get that for me?
Sure thing. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll let you do the rest.
Okay, then let's get on to it. So the first thing we're going to do is get one of our sheets of paper and fold it in half like this. Then you take this and you try your best to fold it in thirds. You can get a ruler out and try to get this perfect, but I usually just eyeball it and it turns out okay. See, it's not perfect, but it'll do. So now we're going to get our glue stick and we're going to glue this down to the side. Make sure you're getting loose parts, that way it's completely stuck together like this. And we're actually going to need 2, so make another one. So with your 2, I want you to get them and fold them in half. And take one of them, make sure the edges are nice and straight by cutting them off. And with the other one, we're gonna cut it, except this time, we're gonna cut it maybe about 2 centimeters, an inch, a little bit shorter, like this. Now I'll get your 3rd piece of paper and fold that in half this way. Now you're gonna want this to fit your hand, so I want you to get your hand, put it right here on the paper like this, and just make a little mark on the side. Then get your longer one and put it right here on the 2 little lines you had before. And now carefully trace it down. And you're left with a triangle like this. Now crease your paper along those lines, like this. Now use your pencil to add like a little centimeter on the side to it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just something like this. See what I did there? And now cut out the bigger part. There you go. Now pinch this at the top right here, like that, and cut off this top little part. And because it was folded in half, you now have 2. Now put some glue stick right here on these sides. And carefully put it inside the triangle shape. This part can be tricky, so you can use your pencil to help hold it down. There you go. Now glue on this part to the bottom, and you're left with a nice slice of cheese. Now, do the same thing with the other triangle, and you'll get your second triangle. Now cut out a little strip from your leftover piece of paper. I like to use 2 for the sturdiness. Glue them together, cut it to fit in both sides, and glue it inside like this. And we have the base. Now be sure to like and follow for part 2 where we add more details. Bye-bye and thanks for watching.